Now, we hit the countdown of the year 2024. It's only 27 days remaining before we enter the year 2024. And I can tell you for the period of 2023, football activities have been, of course, making headlines in the Kingdom of Eswatini, mostly the M10 Premier League. And this past weekend was once again another intriguing weekend. Hello and welcome. This is Libhola Eswatini, the edition on Monday. There will be a change in the analysis here in the studio, as now we've got a legend, former local football player, all the way he played for Monene Pirates, that is Nhlanhla Madita Mapuza. He has all what it takes to be here and give you the analysis that you require as a viewer at home. What you would see, he gives you the ins and out of the games that played over the weekend. Otherwise, just sit tight, because we've got games from all the big four teams in the country, be it Mbabane Swallows, Mbabane Highlanders, Manzini Wanderers, and Monene Pirates. This is the game of the weekend, of course. Wanderers versus Mbabane Swallows. Hitting the ground running was Mbabane Swallows, scoring 3-1. We'll get into the details and other games, but don't go anywhere. The full focus is on the M10 Premier League action this past weekend. So stay tuned, because through your school channel, YouTube, and other channels that you can use, you get the best analysis here live on Eswatini TV. So this evening.
Asivusele Fabrice, sivusele nemaswati labukele umsakato Eswatini TV.
Ngingathi buta ukuthi start trying to at some point before the end of the first round to get your overall analysis. But now you're here 10 games into the season so far. Mshengu sitawubuka litafula nje kancane kubuka ukuthi this past weekend what happened, and so far where the teams are in terms of rankings. Do you think some teams so far, Mshengu, have shocked you in terms of how they are performing in the 10 games we've watched so far?
Yeah, there are teams la surprisingly Fabrice ikakhulu nangala fikago ilovo nje ichengisile ukuthi they can beat ema teams imadlenya lebe isolo ibasemuva, but this time they were leading the pack until this weekend lapho babashaye khona 4-0. Yeah.
Number 4, number 5, number 6, you wouldn't find them there, but you'd think nje bangabe compete above the likes of Mbabane Swallows and Green Mamba.
Yeah, I think they're still within. They're still within, Fabrice. But awukhona ukuthi bakhona ukukhuphuka, because if you look at number 4, number 5, number 6, that is Leopard, Highlanders, and Young Buffaloes, they can still push up. Bayongena lapha babange ku top 4.
Langenders 13-14, it's a disaster.
Yeah, 13-14, those are big teams who are not expected to be there, but they are there. Nabo ngiyacabanga lokho ukuthi they have to change a little bit so that batokhona improve abakhweshe kuleya position. Otherwise, this is disaster in terms of ibhola yakithi eSwatini. These are big teams.
Now, these are the games so far played, 10 games into the new season of 2023-2024. Let's look at now some of the results of this past weekend, because, like I said, it's not all the games that will show you the highlights, but we've got the biggest games that played over the weekend, including the big four teams. You will have them live here. But just to highlight a few games in Samba, first Madita, Royal Leopard 2-1 against Denver Sundowns. Result expect against a team like Royal Leopard. They are picking up within the season so far. Slowly, but they are getting there.
Yeah, in that game, Fabrice, at some point in time, Sundowns was leading 1-0. And Leopard awashaya muvala magoli to show ukuthi they want the points, bayafuna vele ama point ngayo yonke indlela. Otherwise Denver Sundowns at least ngabe kumbe ba drawile, I think, kuleya game leyana. But Royal Leopard has shown ukuthi they want to move up the table back by top 4.
You talked about Ilov, played over the weekend against Rangers 2-1. Is that a reflection that maybe they mean business coming to the Premier League?
Yeah, it was a good result for Ilovo, because Rangers ikhuphuke nabo kuya ku Premier League, so bebavele badlala ka first division kanye, but nje Ilovo ichengisile ukuthi sake saba khona ka Premier League, so they are showing that they are a team leke yaba khona ku Premier League. Yes.
They call themselves one of the teams that mature like fine wine, Young Buffaloes, but they grow with the tournament. 3-0 against Zulu United.
Yeah, Young Buffaloes, I think team yabo by restructurisha, because if now ungabuka labadlalako it's the young boys lebe badlala kuma juniors zabo Bolizwe, the goalkeeper bo Skosh, that is Bongiswa. Those they were playing ku junior team yabo nayo laba wina ngayo Iswazi Bank under 20.
Now promoted.
Now they played for other teams and now sekudlala bona cishe isikhathi lesiningi ku Young Buffaloes.
So bagu process trying to get back to their
Yeah.
best. Now, the remaining games on that table will have all the highlights live here on Eswatini TV, and with the full analysis of this legend, former Monini Pirates star, Mr. Matita. Talking about Monini Pirates, their first game of the weekend, this past weekend, I mean, it was against Singers in Hotspurs. Matita, stayibuka le game on its own, the highlights, discuss about them, but the team is not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's disturbing a bit, Fabrice, because Monini Pirates is not playing bad football, but they are not getting results. Particular weekend, I think kuthola 1 point against Insingzini. It's a hoodoo team to Monini Pirates. Ayikake nje yawina against Insingzini. Solo yafika. So it's a sign ukuthi maybe they are going to turn the corner. Yes.
Yeah, we once, okay, breaking news today, Ikabot Masocha steps down, incoming now former team coach. At some point he was there, all the way from Ilovo, Trinat Lamine, officially introduced now. What do you think they're like? Is there anything technical maybe? Is there anything within the dressing room we need to get to know? They're not playing bad football, but the results are a problem.
Yeah, it's been for some time. Lapho befuna kubeka khona phasi head coach ukuthi uva ngathi is not getting the results lafuneka ku Monini Pirates, but ke management yathi no, keep on trying, will support you, but then so hambile ke 10 games without a win. So I think ngiloko lokufike ukuthi abesiso yacela ukuthi abeke phansi because the results are not there.
They're not there. Now we'll talk about that after this full analysis. This is the game on the day against Singers in Hospitals. Chances were there. Chances were created in both sides.
Yeah.
We look at maybe side by side, team by side. Singers in Hospitals, where are they Where are they a threat in terms of how they, approach games, especially in chances like this?
Yeah. In Singizini, it's one team lebonakala ukuthi ema levels ayo energy makhulu kakhulu. That was a good chance for Monini Pirates. So good ma counter attacks. They are very, very good offensively.
Talking about the chance, was it too long for him, the positioning?
No, it was just okay, and the height was okay. I don't know what happened. The technique was very bad.
Okay, and also there was a loss of confidence in the defense of that. Oof. What a chance.
Yeah.
But we will look at that chance again. The goalkeeper, that hand, that small touch from the goalkeeper, the deflection from defender. It's just that who did the better job that side?
Yeah, kube akayitsinzi lo goalkeeper ngabe ingenile leya, but nje lokuthi ukhonile ku react kule bhola leya uyisevile iMonini Pirates. Yeah.
It gives you the reflection, yeah. But there was a deflection from a Monini Pirates defenders before it fitted there.
Yes.
And the defense, the two players were harmed, but they're just moving in one direction. They're not following what's happening. But things on the day also had chances. But there is someone here, Matita.
Yeah.
Why being selfish? Why not giving someone a chance?
I think sometimes badlali bakithi vision, they are not good kubona ukuthi who can score. Who is in a better position to score.
Yes.
You see number 27. If loya mdlali loya lonebhola ubukile ukuthi iMonini Pirates have bangene ngekhathi bonke.
Yes, let's hold it here.
He should have crossed the ball, I'll tap in ube goal.
In this position, are you happy with the positioning of the goalkeeper?
No. Goalkeeper good develop kangakwenda because uGadzena ukuthi he's moving with play.
Yes.
Uyakubona. So that player when Singizini, he should have crossed the ball to the player lo free longalengaka right number 27.
Pirates defense nakhona.
But defende kabi kakhulu because there was a man in blind side.
Okay.
You see.
Khona lo beka blind rule of defense.
Yeah, you should check what is happening from behind, especially Maktawiwa eboxini ukuthi kutawendeka i-cross noma kutawendeka a-square pass. You need to check what is happening behind. So the left back has moved in. So those two players laba defender Moneni Pirates they were just caught napping.
Now corner kick, more chances for Pirates, but nothing fruitful. We keep on checking on the other side of the game. This is
again number 27 is free. You see?
Yes.
That could have been a goal again.
And the position of the goalkeeper also was questionable. He came into the play. Yes. Both sides, I think they had a chance on the day. It was a matter of being one team had to score, but it didn't go accordingly. But if you look at the chances they had, I mean, this is another level.
These are some.
Does it speak to confidence, Matita?
These are some of the things that is making a balance Moneni Pirates bangati ukuthi what exactly should happen now. Ngoba they are catching good chances badlali beMoneni, especially that boy number 23 Malbong. Such chances we are converting without any problem.
Let's take it from the cross. Yes, I want to
it's so frustrating.
I want us to take frustrating. I want us to take it from the cross because I want to see the positioning and the movement. That was a beautiful touch. And then maybe we can also look at an option of offside or not, if there was an offside. From the moment the cross was released, yes, the ball moves.
There was no offside there.
Okay.
No black shirt.
Okay.
If
we can hold it here.
Yes, there is no offside there.
Yes. Are you happy with the positioning defense of Nsingizini Hotspurs?
Nsingizini, no.
The three players in play,
because loya mdlali loya nje losembi kwaMalibonga, he should have moved in abuye ngala. Laba labang two, why were they going for ukuthi bayovala in a post? Lala lakta ukuthamuka khona cross. Yet they know very well ukuthi they will loop the ball. But iphume ngetulu kwabo. But I defender by it.
Beautiful touch. This is beautiful.
Yes. That
beautiful
player
touch.
is on. If you look at that defender, I don't know number one. Lapha kuleli corner le 6 area box. He's putting number 23 on.
Yeah, he's number 23. He's putting he's putting him in an play.
Yes. On. But nje my chances la njengalawa you should not miss them.
But he has got all the time.
Yeah.
He had a chance also to bring it on the left side of the foot. But that's how things were. This is another chance far from the midfield. Took a shot, but it couldn't connect. Maybe Sabugana highlights. We'll also talk about Nsingizini, how they have been also unfortunate.
Another good chance.
Yes.
Yeah, Nsingizini. Moneni Pirates ngathi hlikhohlwa lokuthi kuya defender inside the box. Bahlebe mababe bodvana.
Wow. There's a lot to talk about because there is lack of concentration in both sides' defense. In this position, look at this. Why make an attempt of moving and then you stop?
Yeah, because bekafanele amove Malibong wase uyema futhi wamfakela fashi ibhola but wakhanza ukuthi akasayanga kule position lapho kumele ayithole khona. Otherwise that was a splitting pass. Beyitaba inhle le goal lela.
Does this speaks to confidence maybe within the players? We know the capability of the coach. I don't know if now we can say his former coach. He's capable of implementing good information to the players. But I think they play good football. But at some point in finishing stages of the game, there is lack of confidence. Yeah. One on one with the goalkeeper, you can't connect the ball. It speaks to confidence as well.
Yeah, I think they've lost confidence a bit. Ngoba ukhanza ukuthi lama games laba losako, you find that ba lose 1-0 where they are expecting ukuthi maybe this game kutabang 0-0 bakugcine baluzile 1-0. Kulenye kutabang 1-1 bakugcine baluzile 2-1. So kulenye lapho ucabanga khona ukuthi no, they have lost the game now by draw. You see, if you remember nabadlala Prince of Wales neZulwini United, they were leading 2-0. You see, second half, but yakugcina ibhola iphela nga 2-2.
Now, confirmation is that the coach Ichabod Masocha, who was coaching this game this weekend, now has left the club. So incoming is Tina Dlamini from Ilovo. He won the game against Rangers over the weekend. So that was his last game at Ilovo. He's now returned to Moneni Pirates. So that is the latest information to the Moneni Pirates supporters. It is a breaking news. Moneni Pirates' current new coach is Tina Dlamini. At some point before we leave the studio, we'll touch on it. And what's your say about that? Now, I want us to rush to the next game on the same day. Manzini Wanderers, Babane Swallows. it's an A game in the country. When you talk about Wanderers, you talk about Mbabane Swallows. It's an A game in the country.
Yeah.
I want to believe the dressing room shouldn't be an issue on the day when the two teams meet. We knew before the game Wanderers issues of salary. I personally spoke to one of the board of directors and told me that just to run Manzini Wanderers per month is 250,000 per month. 1 year they can only raise around 30,000. So it's below par in terms of giving incentives to players. Ungena njani kule game le kanje matita ungasi motivated. While on the other hand, kuyatinzaba ukuthi ibus behambile what Mbabane Swallows, but financially we've never had bad news that players are not being paid for. This was also a moment of silence for former Ubuntu Flyers, Masango, just who passed away last week and at the National First Division. He was playing for National First Division. Yes, that information coming to the game. With a game quickly.
So, kuma A games, lakona Eswatini, either money is there or not there. It's a motivation on its own. You know very well if Mbabane Swallows is playing Mbabane Highlanders, you know you have to give your best. If Manzini Wanderers is playing Mbabane Swallows, they have to give their best because this is one of the games lagu elite. Lesingakhona ukuthi sithi prove khona ukuthi no, we are a big team nuts. You see, so you get motivation on your own.
No. Now let's get into the highlights, the stuff of the day. I've had concerns, but we'll look at from the highlights my concerns, what we talk about in terms of responding to that. Attacking going forward, in terms of how maybe application of things, how they approach the game, in terms of how they execute their chances. I've had question marks with Felix, his positioning. He feels more of a person now who's setting other players to play. If you look at especially this chance, Uzakore, new men in this chance. So Felix now he's more of, set other players.
Yeah, his experience is helping the team because by Felix is not as quick as the other players now. He regulates the game. Aibambe so that the other midfielders atokhona join for taking action inside.
His positioning in this goal. Naumbuga, Waka releases the cross, the cross.
Yeah.
And then his positioning where he was. Do you think maybe Wanderers defense should have done something?
Yeah, defense Wanderers in this game. They need to improve. About defending because but defend about line. Bafike beme babe line ganzi the opponents.
Okay.
If you look at that you look at that line.
Yes.
That they're making now.
Yes.
We are going the line and they are facing Lipalab.
Yes.
So which is going to make it very difficult for them to defend. They don't even know what is happening from behind. Look at three Swallows players behind 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders.
Especially Felix, who is very good in the air.
Yes, he's very dangerous. Positions lounge. He's very dangerous.
Okay, now let's come back to the cross a bit because there was a quick reaction from that cross because Nase when the cross moved Gwake's foot, the positioning of the players was not the same. But when the ball is in the air, hold it here. You see the way the Swallows players are standing, Majid.
Yes.
We talk about Felix, we talk about, everyone who is inside it. Now, when the ball moves a bit, look at now the positioning.
You see, Mbabane Swallows.
3 players had a chance to hit it.
They had a chance. And Bebeme in such a way that if Ibuyang mover, it is one of our players who died for. If he hambi yakfa post, one of our players died for. So, ateka gahle. Yes.
So I was talking about Felix's involvement in such goals, and the thing now most of the crosses, it's him, it's Kingsley. Those height, especially in a game like this.
Each time Mbabane Swallows is going by line, you should make it a point. Good see, P Felix, you must pick him. Because by atilo ukuthi nabaya ku byline but awufuna the first person labatamfuna it's Felix because of his height and the technique yokuhead ibhola.
Now at that point it was 1-0 leading Mbabane Swallows, so they kept on attacking this Manzini Wanderers, which maybe one would say there was another chance. I mean, you wouldn't expect this from Felix.
Yeah.
Is it an issue of being a weaker foot? Is it an issue of being rushing? What went wrong?
Emabhola la njengalawa akavamise kuwageja Felix. I think nje kukhona itechnique la ngakayendi kahle because uyibhalonile le bhola instead of ukuthi ayipress so that atokhona ukuthi ihambe ibe phansi.
Asisibame kancane when the ball gets here, stop. There was, I think I get him. There was no one down there.
Yes.
Bekuthi umuntu ukuthi mhlambe angamnika le ball.
Kube nje ufike wayibamba wayibuyisa on ku right yakhe. Bekade uthola kahle I-chance yokuthi akhone kushuta kahle.
Okay. Now, at this point in time, like I said, it was still 1-0. Libhola Eswatini was still putting pressure, trying to get the second goal of the game. But
again, it's Felix. You see. Yes. Once they go by line in Libhola Eswatini, they will make it a point ukuthi baphika ukuthi ukuphi Felix. And non-defender, you must make it a point ukuthi ni check lokho ukuthi ungakuphi Felix because bayathi lokho ukuthi batayibuyisa kuye ibhola. You must try ukuthi kube nemuntu embi kwakhe. Look at that one.
This chance, let's come back to this chance, Matita, because I want to talk about an experienced defender like Sihle.
Now he's going into the box, Felix. Bapika yena again. You see, nale yanje ngabu ihedile le. He's playing wide, but so he has sneaker into the box. You see.
He has all the time. Now, more chances, and Wanderers is on with it. Now, what are you coping from these mistakes, Matita? Is it an issue of not maybe understanding each other or reading the game? Because these are some of the well-experienced players in the defense. Talk about the likes of Sihle, Nyambona captain. Now he comes back also to ensure that in that center he's doing something. But on this day, from what I'm picking, on this day, that game could have been easily 5-0.
Yeah, Swallows, they had better chances to increase the score. But in Wanderers again, look at the line laba defender ngalo. Without guts babuke guts kunabani emva kwabo. They just go there, bafike babe line. And I am not sure either those are typical defenders. Maybe those are converted defenders. I am not sure because at some point in time, Skesabona parties were playing the right back. You understand? Lamanye ma games before le game Swallows. Lokshogona ukuthi ngendeka kube some of the players laba defender Wanderers. These are converted defenders.
We talk about how good they are when you talk about aerial balls. I mean, it's a pity we can't see the position of the defenders when they cross left. But nase figure la when it's here, maybe we can be able to see.
Again, bafuna la kuna Felix corner.
But he's a very dangerous player in the A. Why don't you prioritize him as a defense of
I think Gele, it's a mistake here goalkeeper because he that was a dead ball from corner kick.
Yes.
Where ibona ukuthi ihamba ngasiphi speed and anticipate exitawela kubo. So he missed.
And by missing, he's also confusing the defenders.
He's confusing the defenders.
Let's hold it here.
Yeah. You see, he missed that one.
So it is clear that once you come out...
So I think we get kulethe more of confusion kulabadlali laba defender because bacabanga ukuthi goalkeeper utayitsinza wagcina ngakayitsinzi. So Felix wagcina ayiheda ecards.
Now, 2-0 at this point in time, and it was clear to the supporters who came to watch the game that they have a chance to go all the way and get the goal. Built up from Manzini Wanderers, some of the chances they try. How key has been Mokowank at that striker?
Yeah,
he understands the leagues. He understands how things are done.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying. We are born along with his ngena lokusha abe nale experience la namlaba in the midfield. So he's trying his best. Ukuthi akhona ukuthi manje ayidlalele as a top man.
All right. More crosses. And it nearly happened.
Again. So, Same position. So
it doesn't take a lot to learn. Just know that there's Felix. When there's Felix, there's a problem.
Same position.
I want to talk about the goal of this guy, Orion, and look at his celebration. How key has he been in terms of City Swallows on the day, maybe? Not only on the day, but part of the squad. And the celebration, we haven't had this so much Dagangwane Matita Gutsumulana celebrator just to tell us something that he's put inside the t-shirt.
We have not seen it. But I think the striker is a good striker, but he needs to improve because maybe get the confidence so otherwise scoring rate is low.
Surpass, yeah.
Yes, is too low.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, it's a 3-0. Mbabane Swallows leading. We want to talk about it's the message is very, very important, and I think now we striker Madrinka uhamba u believe ukuthi you will score. It has to do with the message, conveying resting in peace. So you understand that you knew on the day that you have to work hard and score, because if you don't get to score, we won't see that message.
Yeah, as an international player, these are some of the things that we expect from them. They should be better than us. Badlale ngcono kunala badlali bethu bema-locals. And siyakatsa nje kusivele batawashaya amagoli. Batawudefenda kahle if I defender. Akufuneki lokho ukuthi kube yibona ngayo ukuthi utawukora yini noma cha. If you can go back nje ubuye leminye iminyaka emuva bo-Side Shaban and the rest of the guys, bowadi vele ukuthi they are going to score.
Beautiful goal
Yes,
by this young man. It's pure, beautiful finish. But before his goal, the equalizer, his first goal, not equalizer per se, he scores the first Manzini Wanderers goal of the day, which
Good
was the only
control,
goal.
good shot.
Yes.
Good
There
control,
was
good
an offside that I wanted us to talk about. Maybe
Offside?
Yes, for Mbabane Swallows. It was supposed to be a fourth goal, but it was highlighted as an offside.
As an offside.
I want your judgment on this, because Eswatini TV now, when we get a chance, this is ref watch. Look at the positioning here.
Yes. That player is making a run.
Yes, look at Sifle, where Sifle is, and look at the Mbabane Swallows player who's trying to enter the field. Here. Is the player offside?
He's on.
He's on.
He's on.
Let's come back
Yeah,
again.
he's on.
Let's come back again because...
He's on.
Let's come back again because... I'm looking at the positioning when the ball left.
Yeah.
He was behind Sil.
Yeah.
Just behind him.
Yes.
But was he half offside? Let's go again. Let's go. Here are. Yeah, come back a bit. Yes. Look at in the middle. There's number 19. There's Sil number 4 in front of him.
Yeah.
The player who's in the middle. Is he on or is he offside? It's hard to tell.
To me, it's a goal.
It's a goal.
To me, it's a goal.
But it was...
That was supposed to be a goal.
It's supposed to be a goal. So they were robbed. Now, Manzini Wanderers.
Good control.
Beautiful finish.
Good shot. Yeah.
The timing and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Now, that's how the game ended. 3-1. Manzini Wanderers failing to hit the ground running. Mbabane Swallows getting 3 points. They knew that coming to the game and get 3 points, they will get back on the top of the log just for a few hours. But they also knew that the competition carries on. So was it an expected result or it wasn't an expected result? So all that discussions and also looking at how their competitors, Green Mamba, played the next day against Malhenya. We're also going to talk about that after the short break. When we come back, more action and more details on games that play this past weekend. Now, this is Eswatini TV, and the show is Libhola Eswatini. The full attention we're giving into MTN Premier League games that played this past weekend. Now, there's a race that is currently ongoing at the top of the table. So, having watched Mbabane Swallows defeating Manzini Wanderers in that game that played on Saturday at Mavuso Sports Center, it was now to see the remaining two games, Mbabane Highlanders versus Manzini Seabirds. Then there was so much anticipated Green Mamba looking to upset or making Mantlenya lose points for the first time this season. We got to Green Mamba, the defending champions, last, but Mbabane Highlanders against Seabirds. Nkarangari inconsistency in terms of Mbabane Highlanders. Today they give you what you want, tomorrow they fail. Seabirds, they also have the same question mark. Coming to this game, I know you were down there at Galanga Stadium watching the games. What did you picture? Body language in the Basangian before we get to the analysis.
I think badlala lama team ikakhulu iMbabane Highlanders because mawunga ibuka kahle iMbabane Highlanders le lineup yayo most of the players lebe badlala laphana akusibo labavamise ukucala ku starting 11 badlali lokhanza ukuthi baba sebenchini except some few boVus nabo Meka lebe labavele bakhona. So I think strategically i-Highlanders ngiloko ukuthi maybe but ungathi game yabo the next attraction i-derby neMbabane Swallows. So some of the players baba reservele logo because ngendeka kube banemakhadi noma banema injuries, I don't know. But nje most of the players kule lineup yeMbabane Highlanders akusibo badlali abavame ukucala ku starting 11.
Now, getting to the highlights of the day, the game played at Galanga Stadium. Now, we look at some of the goals. Now, this is the build-up to the first goal, as we can see. Have they been able to impress you? Bokona, you saw this highlight, but I feel like there was a defensive mistake in the goalkeeper because there was a deflection.
Yeah, it was a deflection from the defender. Yeah. It's an own goal, in fact.
It's an own goal.
Yeah.
Wehlulekile
kuyivimba lo defender. Was a gun goalkeeper and uthi uvimba i-cross. So kwabane deflection. Look at that, you see.
If you are a Seabirds coach, ungamblame a defender wakho ukuthi because I think he was trying to stop a play from moving on.
Yeah,
but unlucky enough it became a deflection.
But still defender ubukela pali. That is my main concern. Okay. Yes. So because the player is cutting in. Uyambona lo Highlander ukhatha in. Let defender ke yona ibheke ngakuphi ibukele. You understand?
Yes. It should have been in the opposite side of your goalkeeper.
Exactly.
Because another thing that you can highlight is that you don't give him a chance to see the ball coming.
Lokusho ukuthi le positioning yakhe be wrong ngoba nale bhola le nje uyayilambukela. It's just.
And we've talked about that. At some point we highlighted the supporters. They always come in the numbers, but just standing by the no man's land there by Stegi and the sun and everything. Yeah, it's another lucky factor. But let's look at this cross. What a chance.
Yeah, lena nje we chance le kahle for Seabirds bekufanele bayikorele because
heading technique
kude lo challenge le weMbabane Highlanders. So technique yakhe again it was very poor.
Ngiva ngathi le bhola ishaye others inside the head, not on top of the head.
Yes. Uyishayela ngetulo. Yena bekufanele ayihead with the forehead. Yena wasubheka phansi.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, beautiful connection. This is the second half now. Musa, man, what a chance.
Hey, begul goal leli. I think ubese ugijima oba ahead of the cross.
The speed, yes.
So what's nakafika kule bhola wayishaya sayingemuva. Now ubuka nje ukuthi le bhola yena sobukeka ngembili uyayibona ukuthi ngemuva yona kunaye. So vele bese kasho ukuthi sel goal. Wayishaya ngema stats yahamba kancane and the goalkeeper wavele wayithatha.
Nasingathi abuye emuva kancane eMadrid. Look at his position maybe. It's hard to tell, but no positioning. I think 27 umfaka on play.
Yeah,
no offside.
No offside. It was just a cross. Angiboni ukuthi bengaba offside, but nje ngicabanga ukuthi nalama defenders eSeabirds now abe late again go to defender le bhola le. Yes, abe late.
Now the party was not finished after missing that chance for Mbabane Highlanders. Pupu was back into the game, controlling the midfield. What did you make of maybe this opportunity as well? I think good positioning of the keeper.
Yeah, I
Was he
think
a bit
goalkeeper-
selfish, or because ngiyambona Moloto la ngendas ukhona Moloto? Was he
no,
selfish?
but kule area layer, you must take a chance so that in case goalkeeper ayivimba ibuya, we play a second ball, we finish.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, Seabirds also tried leading their chances, but this is now the build-up to this to the goal. The goalkeeper comes out, make a silly mistake. Uphuma njani ungasisho?
Ay lana ngathi kusekwendekani bekahle lokuphuma kwakhe ngoba vele bese babashiyile lo.
Yes.
But the problem ngiloko ukuthi nje ubese uyivimba ngetandla, and that was supposed
Had
to
there
be
been a
red card.
contact, this is a foul, maybe. That's 1-2. There is a Seabirds defender. Ngiyakhala le positioning yakhe because he's just accompanying Simo nje. Uyagijima akathi ukuthi ugijima uya.
No, when the defender was doing very well. He did very well because in case he had lo goalkeeper,
Yes.
kutaba nguye lo thatha icover.
Okay.
Uyakubona.
Okay.
So yena nje bese kabukile ukuthi okay, goalkeeper uyabuya uTomaka mina must take his position. Ngihambe ngiyo defender so that na imeka goalkeeper I can be able to rescue the team.
Okay. Mvumelana kaMatita.
You
Let's
see?
carry on the
So
play.
vele ukhashane.
Yes.
Uyabona. Kuthi na imeka lo goalkeeper mina ngidaba khona ni defend.
Okay.
Wende kahle lo defend.
Beautiful stuff. Now,
Yeah.
let's look at now the second goal of the game, because I think I want to believe Moloto was involved in this chance, but this is beautiful.
Oh,
Look at the
that was a
finish.
great goal.
The timing. I
But
think-
nje before leli goal leli Fabrice ngicabanga ukuthi lo goalkeeper kulokubamba kwakhe le bhola ngale kwetandla, the officials were not up to standard ukuthi bangayiphika le incident le.
Asiphize siyibuke, then gets your
That uyivimbe ngetandla ngaphandle kwelibhokisi. The goalkeeper is only allowed to play with his hands inside the box. Outside the box, no. It's a
the
foul.
rule says it's a foul.
Yeah.
No card that should be issued.
That's a red card.
White sins. Let's get on.
Yeah, white saints.
That's a red card. Yeah, that's a red card.
Ngetandla. Yeah.
But how do we allow such, incidents just to go
I
past
don't
by?
know. I don't know.
By the rules of the game.
The fourth officials but in match commissioners to laba lebe bajaja lapha because umuntu lo bekufanele ayibone le incident. If ubabona nje these three players fanele ngabe sesiyambona the assistant referee somewhere there because the last defender number 13
Yeah, trying to see if there's
he
an
was
offside.
late.
Yeah,
He
there
was
is
late.
actually. There is.
Yes, he's late. Late lo assistant referee because kufanele by the time ifika le bhola kulo goalkeeper bekufanele ngabe bese kalapha abona lokuthi he must be in between the goalkeeper and the striker abe lamkhatsini yena kubona ukuthi kwendekani because last defender now is number 13 but akabonakali ngale ngendla ungako ahlulekile kuyiphika le incident le.
I know the complaints of the players, Matita. It's a foul, it's a foul.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. But it's an oversight because no one complained.
Angathi nami ukuthi kwendekeni.
It's an oversight.
But we
Now, Kenneth Moloto assists. Hey, but what a finish. The timing, the turn, the positioning, and I think it's just a beautiful goal. Look at that. Oof, the curve.
No, lihle kakhulu leli goal leli. Lihle kakhulu.
It speaks to the caliber, to the confidence
Yeah.
of the player. I mean, I think in this position, we can't argue much about the quality. Goalkeeper is blame in terms of
Yeah.
what happened there. He just took his chance.
Yeah, he just took his chance and the technique like 70 kahle. Control, good control,
Positioning of the
Yes.
defenders.
picking the spot. Far corner.
But I can bambing on number 2 because there was a chance.
Yeah.
There was a chance to go he can move him to look. He's so
Yeah, I
relied.
think bamniketa more room
Yes.
to control aphinza khona nekupika spot because baningi lama defenders lawa. Lo nayibuya nje ayibamba Mloto, someone should have come in azame kuvala lesikhala ngokuthi bangathathe ama shots outside the box.
What's your take on this? I don't
Yashisa
one.
Yes, and they're facing the sun.
The sun, that's
Yeah,
2.
yeah, yeah.
There is also an issue that I think CAF has picked this. issue of safety at stadiums.
Yeah.
Nasu celebrate kakhulu excited chances of kwehlela ngendazi. Ama-chances kwehlela ngendazi. But now we big Premier League wise, Football Association wise, lempemvulo yitfolako, and I want to highlight that to you as a former player. Utso hayi bebangathini ukuthi kuyingoti kuba lapho. How do you respond that? Or bebangathi ukuthi kuyingoti. Oh, number 2, sometimes the answer is we've never had a problem so far, why today? So in other words, mele ukuthi umuntu asishiye emhlabeni ngikhani sibona ukuthi kuyingoti ukuthi babe ngala.
Yeah, I think i-Football Association is trying something ukuthi kufuna kugcine kunema grandstand kuleyanzawo ngoba ayisiyo le safe kahle vele na ubuka labantu labanye ukhanza ukuthi sebadidlelela kudla kwabantu abadzala uyabona and all those things, but nje ngiyacabanga ukuthi i-Football Association iyabona lokho ukuthi there is a need ukuthi kugcine at the end of the day kube nema grandstand lapha abantu bahlale phansi nababukela.
All right. Now, after that victory, the Mbabane Highlanders' victory against Manzini Seabirds, the two coaches from Highlanders and Seabirds had something to say about the game and how maybe some of the things that they picked from the entire minutes. Listen to the two coaches, starting with the Manzini Seabirds coach.
I think namuhla sishaye into yinye, it's just a concentration ukuthi ke singabi discipline. It's true besidlala midweek. In terms of recovery, we could see psychologically they were there mentally, but when it comes to the play functionally, mobility-wise, they were not there. They were not there. I think Highlanders what did, they stay to their game plan, they remain disciplined, yeah? Those little mistakes, lasi pumeko, adapt to the game, that's where we got a little bit hard.
Yeah, ngicabanga ukuthi futhi basebenzile bafana. Come up with a clean sheet and then 3 points. Lokuyindlela yokuthi we are getting there as a team. We are getting there because now ngabuka the condition was tough. It was too hot, but they managed to work on it. Although we missed a lot of chances, clear chances. Ngicabanga kube sikhonile kwa convert ngabe it's a 4 to 5 goals, but we will work on it. My challenge, it's you see the team that play today. You can see I know they are not used to play, but they did well. Meaning, going to the derby, I've got a headache because some of my key players, about 7, 8, they were not there because of some reasons behind. Some are injured, some are suspended, you see. So, but I hope and I pray for what say babe ready. Babuye bonke. This is a big game that is yaguyo. So ngifisa ukuthi babuye babe khona. Ngibe ne headache ye selection.
Tio Makanya, the Mbabane Highlanders coach, highlighting the headache that currently he has on who to select to play against Mbabane Swallows this coming weekend. The biggest game in the land, Mbabane Derby, it's coming. We'll talk about it on Thursday. But for now move Madrid, before we move to the next game. Ukaranga on the day he didn't have the full squad. Wasebenzisa labe bakhona in terms of suspension. I think was one of the players who was suspended, and then you look at also the the selection on the day. Yeah. It's not your usual number 11. I mean, the starting 11 vis-a-vis to what we just saw against Manzini Wanderers, Mbabane Swallows. Quality in Mbabane Swallows. Felix held balls and everything. Good excuse. Both teams won their games. Come into this game, what would be your picture?
Yeah, nangimuva coach uthi utaba ne headache kule game for ukuthi end the selection. Sizathu ngile ukuthi laba kabadlalisa this time bawinile. So why change? Nangabe bawinile. Guns the regular players bebangekho. So utaba ne headache ukuthi who should start and who should not start, but nje eventually funa abe na 11 very good players because it's a derby.
Now, the next game and the last game of the weekend was Green Mamba, the defending champions, facing Madlenya. It was expected. Green Mamba knew that 3 points would be back. They will bring them back to the top of the table. For Madlenya, they wanted to continue this record of being so far unbeaten in the league. And Green Mamba wanted to be the team to make them lose that record of so far 9 games, entering 10 games of the season without a clear defeat. It was a heavy game at Golanga Stadium when the two teams met. Bokona Matita, reflection before they came in. A lot has been said about Green Mamba, the quality of football, the excellence, how they do things, and they proved it in this game.
Yeah, Green Mamba idlala kahle kakhulu Fabrice kulamalanga and ngiyona team lengicabanga ukuthi in terms of
sorry to cut you, the moment of silence was observed in all the Premier League games this weekend. Yes, yeah, carry on.
Yes, Green Mamba is playing good football. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngiyocishe ibe nayo nale consistency ekudlaleni kwayo. So kule game lena nje ubona lokho ukuthi yize bomcolisi bangekho but awuboni lokho ukuthi some players are not there. Bo cheaper, they are not there. So Green Mamba nje, they've got quality players. Ganze ngala kumadlenya ngeke ngabuta ngathi baphi labanye badlali bakhona bathi labanye they are suspended. I think about 4 or 5 players they were not there, laba ma regulars bolakhe bebangekho nje laphana lakhe Gametsi. So ngiyacabanga lokho ukuthi iGreen Mamba with the experience lenayo nale ndlela ledlala ngayo, I think they contest the league.
Okay. Now, let's look at the first goal. I want to believe that let's look at the connection from Shavi. Shavi, I think, released the ball to Mkolisi. Mkolisi, then the cross. Wow. Look at the positioning at D40. Defensively.
Yeah.
I think Manana had the best game of the weekend so far. Naubuga, he assisted, he went on to score. But the positioning of the defenders there for D40 to just have all the time of his life.
I think he mistake that was Tawubuta futhi Fabrice yinde na it's a penalty utaphenza ubute lapha. I think kule goal lelishayo ngu-D40.
But let's come back to the D40 goal because Stouts ngasikhathi vele ukuthi khona ukukhuluma ngale na. Let's come back. Yes, kwa D40.
The positioning of the players, it was okay. The only thing lendekile Jobe missed that ball. Uyigejile nje beyingeke ifike ku-D40 kuba khona kuyikhahle. But he missed was uyayithola D40 behind him. Yeah.
But it speaks to the quality and the caliber. Look at the positioning at D40. He's not really your main striker, but to find himself in that position, it says to what they're about to. Now, Shavi waits for Manana to come. He releases the cross and look at the
that
position.
Player, you see? We get that one.
Yeah.
We are born. Nango is attempting.
And in front of him, there is Mtaburo also.
He was flat-footed. Bubu itsinzile D40 ngaba kayithole le ball.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about. Beautiful finish, the cross, the positioning of the player. Now let's look at the chance. Ukarangani Matida, because it was in front of the ref. Uza honest beings quickly says goal kick. In front of the ref.
Yeah. If goalkeeper idlalile in the ball akayidlali. Uyabona? But the only thing la endile udlala le striker. Uyabona? Inside the box, it's penalty.
It's penalty.
Yeah.
Makakulu idlalile in Nepal.
Yes, uyithinzile Makakula.
Okay, let's carry on.
Uyithinzile Makakula.
Let's carry on. So far, beautiful attempt by the goalkeeper. Here I'm happy.
Yes.
Beautiful.
There he is. You see?
No. Let's come back. This is... Okay. If it's in
yeah,
it has to change the direction. It's in
but
this was a penalty.
I think they missed this one. But I feel like the officials they missed this one.
Maybe let's hold here. Let's not move. Let's hold here. Because we want to make it clear for the viewer. Semining imithetho yebhola Matita, but utasita by virtue of ukuthi uyayifunza lemithetho uphinzela ukuthi wayidlala ibhola. It should be a penalty because the goalkeeper uyitsinzile noma akatsinzela umdlali, because igabi lenza aba Matita ukuthi akayitsinzele ibhola but umtsinzele nomdlali, because now kokhona the contact.
Yeah, kufuna kube ne contact.
Yes.
Kufuna kube ne contact kuze kube penalty.
Yes. But nakehla the last linyawo lekugcina la ke Makwek umtsinzile ke keeper. Maybe singacabanga ukuthi maybe on the chest there should have been a contact. We can't see. There's a blind side.
Yeah.
Now, that was one of the moments of the game. But I appreciate that because see, no one picked it. But in the game, now more highlights came in that game between Madlenya and Green Mamba. This is the second goal. There's always clear players to be involved in Chaburo, and this is Manana. What a finish!
Yeah. Udlale kahle Manana. I think he's one of the best defenders because currently we are khona lokuthi nakathola ibhola overlap and the crosses are overlap athathe ama shots nanyalo nje usukele is the one lo sase boxing manje and he's taking a shot. Ubonile ukuthi kuthi cross lengda yenda bonke sebala kimi so I must take a shot.
And what a finish! Yeah. Second goal.
Udlale kahle.
Was assisting the first goal. Scoring the second goal. I think at this point in time, half time, he's the man of the match.
Yeah.
Who does that better than him? He's so far, like you highlighted, one of the best defenders when crossing going forward. I think he's very clinical. Now that's 2-0. First half ended. Remember the Green Mamba game. The game ended up being 4-0 in terms of the final score. But 2 more goals to show you. At that point in time, maybe change-wise, in the stands, wondering what should have been maybe a difference in the second half. This is the third goal. Green Mamba doing what they do best. T40 once again.
Yeah.
Umbuto wami utikanza njani la as a defensive player?
Green Mamba iya interchange amayidlala ku midfield. Lo if we are playing as a defensive midfield, babese bayishiya because kule game le babese bayashiya le position ba attack. Naba attack baya nga 5 players up front kusale munye, so ku dependa lokuthi ngubani lokumele asale ngaso sonke isikhathi kulama midfielders ayo Green Mamba. So I Green Mamba nje I think lo D40 starting position sakhe uba defensive but mase attackwa ushiya yonke into ahamba ungena eboxing.
Before the goal, I want you to say another move. Waphuma goalkeeper. Madlenya goalkeeper. So we saw what happened with the game against Seabeds, Babana Highlanders and Seabeds. Let's look at the idea. Njabula Magagura goes with the ball, goalkeeper Yapum. Made a slight save. Is it with the hands? Is it with the legs? There's another chance. It's outside the box. Once again, let's go a bit. Now, Imtsinza.
Yeah, but already Sandla says on the ground. So good telanga kwenda vele. Noma ingamtsinza le bola is le sandla sesivele on the ground, so that cannot be a foul. That cannot be a foul.
Now, this is Manana okay. What a finish.
Yeah, Shal Kolelihle kakhulu is a good player.
On the side khona goalkeeper.
Yeah. Kulokunye Fabrice kulokuphuma kwalabo goalkeeper, it shows that the distance between lama defenders nalo goalkeeper ayisikole kahle because kusho ukuthi goalkeeper nasakadlala as a sweeper kusho ukuthi there is a gap.
True.
There is a gap. Kusho ukuthi kune gap lamva kwalama defenders. So lokufuna ukuthi naban attacker you have to narrow the gap ngekuthi you retreat a bit. Nasenifika ku 35 area we pick 1-on-1 so that nabangena bathi bayanendlula bangena eboxini bangena goalkeeper. So lokho ukuthi bo goalkeeper baze baphume kusho ukuthi le gap between the goalkeeper nale defensive line there is a big gap. So kufuna bakulungisa ama technicians
Now, let's look at now the log standing. Time is against us. I had wished that we should listen to the coach, remember coach, especially Enes Mavuso, but time is against us. Let's look at the table, Madita, because now the defending champions are now back on top of the league. The log, 23 points, 10 games played. They have only lost 1 game, and I think the game they lost was against Ilovo.
Yeah.
And then also Mbabane has lost 1 game. I think so far, Babuganga would say they are the 2 teams fighting for, of course, for the first round, yes, but the entire league, we cannot confirm that. But for you, is this a reflection of what happened to the weekend?
Yeah. Iswalo lama point le watfolile kuManzini Wanderers. Abasitile because bakhonile ukuthi babiyele pole position, but ke naseyidlalile iGreen Mamba yabe siyabenca because yona beyidlala on the next day. So ngiyacabanga lokho ukuthi iGreen Mamba is going to contest the league kanye nayo iMbabane Swallows, but I'm still expecting Royal Leopard nabo Buffaloes to move up.
All right, Madida, thank you very much. Time is against us, but I don't want to expose you, but I can confirm your presence on Monday once again. And I will get a chance and sit with next to you at the stadium. So that los chera na studio. And I will show what's weekend, the biggest game in the land, Mbabane Swallows, Mbabane Highlanders. You are back in the studio on Monday. We'll get full analysis of the game and other games and other questions that we might have. Otherwise, just know that as Eswatini TV Sports, whenever we've got big games of the weekend, like this past weekend where there were goals, 19 goals, by the way, were scored. In those games we saw, 19 goals were scored. And here's a chance for you as a viewer to take a look at some of the best goal of the weekend that highlighted your weekend. I haven't seen them myself, but I want to believe Mkolisa's Manana's goals are going to be the goals. Let's look at this. For goal. That is based on the viewership, that is based on the technique, that is based on for those who are watching the game at stake and for those who are watching the game live once again here on Libhola Eswatini. Now, time is against us. We have to love and leave you, but just know that on Thursday we're back, and on Thursday it's all about Temidlaro. We also get a chance to talk a bit about the biggest game in the land, Mbabane Swallows, Mbabane Highlanders, this coming weekend. Until we meet again, this is the Eswatini TV Sports, and this is Eswatini TV production house, and this is Fabrice Msonera and the entire crew. Sishala kamnanzi.